Welcome back to Retiring Today. Now it's time to answer a question that we got recently during our online Journey to Retirement workshop. Here's the question we received. Should you contribute pre-tax 401k and then convert to Roth? So Clint, this question came in during the tax planning pillar of the online Journey to Retirement workshop, set up for people what that portion of the workshop covers.
Well, that portion shows John and Sue, this couple that you're following through retirement in the workshop, saving over $100,000 on their cumulative retirement tax bill. And that's a point that we always hear families, their feedback is that got my attention.
Got mine.
Anytime I can think about $100,000 that's going to be we can keep, we can spend it, or we can pass it on as part of our legacy, that gets families' attention. And this is just one strategy, is to consider that Roth conversion. It's something that you want to weigh. What's our current tax bracket versus what's our tax bracket likely to be in retirement? And it really gets down to the importance of having a customized tax plan specifically to you and your family.
Yeah, and if you perked up when you heard save $100,000 on taxes, I'm just going to give you an inside tip here. You can see it all play out. It's by signing up for that Journey to Retirement workshop. There is a phone number on your screen right now. Just text Journey to the workshop and we'll get you set up with a time and date that works for you. And you can see our retirement planners go through that exact example that Clint was talking about. But let's get back to this question at hand here, Loren. What is the answer to the question?
This is a nuanced question that we don't usually get that often. We're bringing this type of strategy to people. So I love this because it's very detailed. The state of Iowa recently changed their estate tax law, which says if you're age 55 or older, you no longer have to pay state tax on retirement income. A Roth conversion is considered retirement income. So in this question, if you're 55 or older and you're in the tax bracket where it makes sense to do Roth conversions, we might want to think about it a little bit, because if you're contributing to a 401k plan, you might want to contribute to the 401k plan on the pre-tax side, because when your pre-tax contributions go in, you do not pay federal tax or state tax on that contribution when it goes into that 401k plan. So if you're contributing the maximum that you can contribute this year, $30,500, including the catch-up, that could be about a $1,200 savings with a 4% effective Iowa state tax rate, about a $1,200 savings on taxes going in. And then wait a minute, you're not done. You convert $30,000 or $30,500 or whatever is appropriate to you. And then on that conversion, you also are not paying state tax on the conversion. Whereas if you just took money underneath the IRA and you converted it to the Roth, you're not paying state tax. But if you contribute to the Roth 401k plan instead of the pre-tax 401k plan, you will pay state tax on that income on that contribution, because it doesn't go in tax deferred, it goes in after tax. So just a very little known strategy that can be effective. I mean, $1,200, that's a lot of money, and it's an easy maneuver that you can implement right away.
Yeah, every little bit counts. And I do think I've read that a lot of states are going to not taxing retirement income because they know about this. It's not a kept secret. Baby boomers, 12,000 people are turning 65 every day by the middle of the year in 2024. And I think every state is saying, no, hey, come live here, and here's why.
Yeah, and especially a state like Iowa, where we have a lot of really attractive things, or a lot of good reasons to live here. The weather, however, in February particularly, is not one of them. And Clint, we've had a lot of conversations with families that we work with where they were planning on snowbirding or moving or living somewhere else for at least 6 months out of the year from a state tax standpoint. Well, basically this state tax law change eliminated that benefit, and a lot of people have changed their minds. So it's working.
We see a lot of families that think, well, maybe I'll wait until retirement to implement some tax strategies. This goes to show, hey, you can implement potentially something right now. And that's the importance of having that comprehensive tax plan to help guide you through what steps are out there. And then also having retirement planners along your side to know what are those changes, how does that impact my plan. One thing that's for certain is whether it's state tax or whether it's federal tax, there's going to be continuing shifts. You want to make sure that you're on top of that. The people that you're working with on your retirement tax plan are going to be able to help you understand what does that mean to you and what strategies should you be implementing as a result.